Colorado students respond to David Hogg and anti-gun movement, liberals furious. Students and parents in Colorado took matters into their own hands in wake of a new anti-gun movement. They are telling liberals just what they think of March for Our Lives. David Hogg and his buddies probably won't be too happy when they hear about this. Last month, we saw many teenagers walk out of schools and march in support of gun control. The March for Our Lives spectacle is an adult-backed push to erode the Second Amendment. They use survivors of the Parkland school shooting as props to attack our fundamental right. What the media doesn't tell you is that powerful left-wing lobbyists are behind the new movement. They are spending considerable dollars to spread their anti-Second Amendment message. This weekend we'll see yet another stunt to smear our rights. The Town Hall Project will once again bombard our country with socialist propaganda aimed at destroying our gun rights. The event is organized by the Town Hall Project website, started by former Hillary Clinton campaign staffer Jimmy Dahman last year. That entity is now connected with and promoting a teen-led series of meetings with members of Congress or candidates running against them over this week, culminating on Saturday with the Town Hall for Our Lives. This teen-led movement is being bankrolled by Tom Steyer's Next Gen America, the Center for American Progress, CAP, Indivisible, and former President Barack Obama's Organizing for Action. Big surprise. Powerful progressive groups are using this bogus movement to push their agenda. It may seem scary. Billionaires are pulling out all the stops to destroy a fundamental right. They can throw as much money and media attention to the cause as they like. It won't change the minds of millions of Americans who support the Second Amendment. They spent almost $1 billion to get Hillary elected. Look how that ended up. Now, students in Colorado are taking a stand against this un-American movement. In response to the endless walkouts, marches, and protests, they are speaking out in support of the Second Amendment. Students in Colorado who support the Second Amendment staged their own walkout Wednesday, in an effort to counter the pro-gun control rallies taking place across the nation following the deadly shooting at a Florida high school in February. While student-organized and with no affiliation to the high school, the school district did allow the students to walk out and provided increased security through the police department. The rally comes days after students in Central Florida organized a similar protest in support of the Second Amendment after they felt silenced when the movement to honor the Parkland shooting victims turned political. "I'm pro-Second Amendment," Rockledge High School junior and protest organizer Anna Delaney told WFTV. "I wouldn't mind deeper background checks, of course, but the Second Amendment will not be infringed upon. I wonder how many minutes CNN will give to these pro-Second Amendment gatherings. Not nearly as much as they spend gushing over the liberal-backed, anti-gun events. They will crow about how teenagers are taking back their country, all the while knowing rich liberals are running the show. Meanwhile, events organized by actual teenagers will be ignored, because they are standing up for their Second Amendment rights. I'm sure CNN will claim they are being bankrolled by the NRA or something. The left won't admit that most Americans detest their anti-gun movement. While not everyone wants to own or use a firearm, they don't want to see their rights taken away. Most Americans will agree with some measure of background checks, etc., but they don't fall in step with the left's radical propaganda. In fact, since the increased push to limit weapons, interest in firearms has increased. NRA membership has soared to record highs since February. So why does the left keep fighting this losing battle? Well, Democrats are stupid. We know that. And they truly believe that they can brainwash future generations into accepting their warped views. Teenagers and children can be convinced that banning guns is the only way to keep America safe. However, events like the ones going on in Colorado and Florida prove them wrong. There are many teenagers who refuse to give up their Second Amendment rights. These are the smart kids.